Cool, how are you? All right.
Was that Bill? Okay, already. Michael, good? Okay. All right. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Tonight's the September 25th, 2025 Town Board meeting. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. So tonight we have our second round of our East Fishkill Business Milestone Awards. And we started this in cooperation with our East Fishkill Rotary, which is here tonight, President Sue DaCosta. Thank you, Sue, for coming. And with our Economic Development Director, Pat Manning. And this is a wonderful, wonderful achievement for all these businesses, reaching 25 plus years of business in our town. The dedication and hard work of a local business owner, as I know I was one for 25 years in this town, is a huge feat. And this is the least we can do for our local businesses. So if I can have the town board join me down by the podium with the Rotary President, Sue DaCosta, so we can get started. So our first recipient is with Mid-Hudson Chiropractic Services, Dr. Joseph Olmo. Yes. How are you, sir? Come on up. So, presented to Mid-Hudson Chiropractic Services, East Fishkill Business Milestone Award, 21 years of dedication, commitment, and contribution to East Fishkill community. Congratulations. And Sue has a presentation for you as well from our Rotary.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Would you like to say anything?
Looking forward to doing many more years.
Thank you. Our second is the Hudson Highlands Veterinary Medical Group. Dr. Mark couldn't be here, so we have Dr. Twyla Whitefield here with her family. Please come on up. How are you? Congratulations to Hudson Highlands for 21 years of business in our community. Thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you. I'd just like to, number one, thank them. It's very nice to be acknowledged, but we're a service organization, so our backbone is really our staff. I invited Kathy Flynn here. She's been with us for 52 years. We have about a dozen employees that have been with us for about 20 years, so the community has provided that for us as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Congratulations. Our next business is Blue Fountain Restaurant for 31 years of business in our community. Frank Marinaro was unable to come tonight, but on his behalf, his brother, Emmanuel Marinaro, Councilman.
So we relocated from the Bronx, my brother Carlo, my brother Frank, and myself in the early 90s. If anybody remembers the location, it was a small place. It was really run down. We worked very hard through the years to put it to where it's at today. My other brother Carlo and myself, we moved to a different business, still in the same community. But my brother Frank did with his son and his wife. They're still there. They're doing a phenomenal business. They're working hard. Things are getting harder because we can't really find people to work these days. But I want to thank the community on my brother's behalf and my family, the Marinaro family, for being part of your community for so many years. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you.
All the way up there, dude.
Our next business presented to Stormville Pizza for 34 years of business, and we have Don Mackey here. Don? No, you should. As a former pizza man, I could say for Don, it's hard work to be on your feet for 12, 14 hours a day. For 34 years, God bless you, Don. Congratulations. Our next business is Paul Turner Construction for 39 years.
Thank you.
I don't have a lot to say, but I do appreciate the opportunity to have been a part of this community. I grew up in this community. I went to the schools in this community. Bill Green was teaching when I was in John Jay High School.
I feel sorry for you.
Nah, he was a great guy then. He's a great guy today. It really is a great community, and I'm proud to be a part of it. Thank you.
Okay, next business is Mid-Hudson Pump, 43 years of business in town. We have Ryan and Matt here. Congratulations. Where's Manny? Yeah. Okay, well, we had, no? You're skipping one. Yeah, yeah. Dr. Shack. We have it here. Yeah. Is Dr. Shack? Is Dr. Shack? Oh, there he is. I didn't see him. Hopewell Animal Hospital for 45 years. Congratulations. Picture.
So I just want to clarify, we're not there 45 years. The hospital has been there 45 years. But thank you all. We've been really blessed to be in this community. It's been great for us. Thank you.
Next business, McCool Funeral Home, 62 years of business. And I'd just like to say a few comments about Mr. McCool, Mrs. McCool. They have, everybody knows, they do so much for our community. Mr. McCool has served as one of our county legislators, our chairman of our Dutchess County Legislature for many years. He was commissioner of personnel for Dutchess County for years as well. So not only do you service our community, but you service the entire community of Dutchess County. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. My brother. Sure. Never let a moment go when I didn't have my voice. But it's actually almost 60 years. No? 60. We were 21 when we moved here. Mary Kay was from Paulding and I was from Boston, and we bought the funeral home. And our first year here, we had 9 funerals. Now we do over 300 a year. But I opened a furniture store down the street. And where the row of stores are, where the mobile station used to be, right across from Frankie Superette. And Frankie Superette was across the street then, and we moved in to open the furniture store in the old Frankie Superette. So, but we've been here a long time. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Our next business, and he hasn't been here this long, but his father started the business, and his father was one of our former East Fishkill Town supervisors. Hopewell Auto Parts for 66 years. Congratulations.
You're blocking Manny again.
Christine's got it.
I want to thank the community and especially my employees. I'd like to thank them. They do all the work. I hide in the office, and all my customers and everything. And you can visit my brother at the liquor store too, Michael. And thank you very much.
Well, I know for sure the next one, he hasn't been here for 85 years, but his father and Phil Ortiz, 85 years of business in this community.
I know this is all Pat's doing. So, but thanks for having me. Great part of this community. And hopefully we're here at least 10 more years. Now, your friendly admirer, Pat, will be one of the board.
Thanks, Phil, for that. Okay. Now the big one. The Hopewell Inn, 150 years in our community.
should see her without her makeup. No, she does look really good. Well, as you guys may or might not know, we are transplants from the Bronx. And when we came up to East Fishkill, you guys didn't really roll out the red carpet for us. But things have changed since then, and we feel super welcome in this community. And it's amazing what a few free drinks will do. Thank you so much, and I appreciate all you guys' patronage. After this, come by, I'll get you drunk.
Awesome, this community. We really love everybody, and we've been welcome, and we just love it here. So this is a great honor. And thank you, Pat, because he actually got us on our way. I wanted to paint the inn for like the longest time. And he says, John, you know, I think you need this, you know, rev it up a little bit. And we revved it up and took off good.
That's perfect.
Yes. Okay. Well, somebody has to take a picture.
Don? Not you, baby.
Thank you.
I want to publicly thank our town historian, Rick Sober, because when we research all of these. So some of them you might see a year or whatever, we research them, so we don't take people's word for it. Not that deep, but in this case is a good example. The Webbers only knew Hopewell Inn to be approximately 1890. And everything we could find, even the historic structures in the Hopewell Junction, the guide that was made a couple decades ago said late 1800s. It was Rick and the folks over at the depot and some help from the county that we were able to find out that the E. Lasher Hotel was built approximately 1875, and in there was the inn. You know E. Lasher Hotel as the Hopewell Inn, the front of it, but the side would always have an inn. The depot was originally across the street, directly across the street, so people would get off from railroad personnel to the passengers. They would get off and cross over to stay at the hotel and the inn. Obviously, for later down the line, that was moved. Mr. Lasher went to revitalize the Beekman Arms Hotel. But through all this research, we found out they weren't 135 years, they were 150 years. And that says something about the stability of a business in the town of East Fishkill. And again, thanks for keeping the legacy alive for Mr. Lasher.
So thank you to all our businesses. We will be continuing this. We are very fortunate. We're very blessed. We do have a tremendous amount of businesses who have been here for over 20 years. So we will be doing more. So thank you again. Congratulations to everyone.
In his dreams.
Nice to meet you. 85 years, huh? 8 grandfathers.
I know. He's so humble. He's out.
You didn't even start your dick talk yet.
Hey, Tommy. How you doing, my friend?
Have a good night, everyone.
Good to see you. How's everything? We have a meeting yet. Could have a few brewskis.
No, I didn't have anything good.
Oh.
Thank you.
See ya.
Well, that's always nice to start the meeting. Thank you all. Congratulations. Congratulations to all the businesses again. And I just have a few comments before we get started with the meeting. Hope everyone's well. Good evening. Hope everyone's healthy and enjoying now the little bit of cooler weather, which is nice. I started the month with my monthly Dutchess County Supervisors and Mayors Association meeting. This month we were up in the town of Poughkeepsie over at a new hotel right by Vassar College. This month they had a few guest speakers. One was the Dutchess County Community Action Partnership, and Dutchess County Community Action Partnership, they partner with individuals and families to eliminate poverty, identify resources and opportunities available to them to enhance their self-reliance. They're opening up a new facility in the village of Wappingers next month. I believe it's next month. And they're just a huge advocate for all those who really need assistance in our community. And we're all very happy that they came to speak to us and let us know where we can help them. The other presentation was given by myself, the Assistant Dutchess County Executive Ron Hicks, Philip Scarano from Think Dutchess. And what we have been, we're all members of Dutchess County EDAC, which is the Economic Development Advisory Council. And I sit on that committee as the chair of the local government committee. And we've endeavored to look at all the vacant commercial spaces throughout Dutchess County. Every town, village, city, we all have commercial vacancies, and surprisingly, it is very low compared to the rest of the state. But there are still vacant spaces, as we all see, we all know, that we'd like to fill. We'll be looking at each municipality individually and work with that supervisor or mayor to say, how can we help? How can the county assist here? We all have blighted buildings or areas of town for no good reason. Sometimes they just don't get rented, or, traffic has changed and it's not that popular. But usually the reason is because the town hasn't, or the village or the city hasn't gone and changed different zoning, haven't allowed a different variety of zoning for these buildings. So we know in our community here, we have a few buildings where we're working with property owners to see how we can assist them so they can improve their building, it'll look better, and they can make some money renting it, right? That's the whole idea. So myself and Think Dutchess and with the Assistant County Executive, we're looking at each one, going to meet with each executive of that community and have a plan to assist them. A lot of the smaller towns and villages in the county, they don't have a lot of support staff, I should say, to assist with this, to look at the planning and different aspects of how they can go about to make these changes. So the county is willing to step up and lend their planning department to assist these communities, which is wonderful. So thank you to Dutchess County Mayors and Supervisors Association. I always say it's a great organization to be part of. Speaking about the Dutchess County Economic Development Committee, I attended their meeting. We usually have a meeting 4 or 5 times a year. This meeting was at the IBM facility in Poughkeepsie. It's home of their quantum computing system. IBM's quantum computers, they're designed to perform certain kinds of calculations using the principles of quantum mechanics. And things like superpositioning and entanglement, which I have no idea really is, but that is a radically different way of the way classical computers work. IBM expanded its quantum data center in Poughkeepsie, making it one of the largest single locations of quantum computing in the world. The Poughkeepsie Center now hosts multiple quantum systems, including their new Huron processors, if you ever heard of that. And IBM plans to build a large-scale, fault-tolerant quantum computing system right there in Poughkeepsie. It's called Starling. and they are spending a tremendous amount of money on this quantum computing. And this quantum computers, they don't just crunch numbers faster. It's a fundamentally new way of computing, and they're promising breakthroughs in things like chemistry, cryptography, optimization. They're really still in the early stages of a commercial rollout for this because it is very expensive. And I asked, who's your largest clients? And basically they do all the stock exchanges, they do financial institutions, medical institutions, and of course their largest client is the US government. And to hire these institutions that hire them, it's expensive. They charge between $90 and $96 a minute. And you have to, that doesn't include their support, which you have to get their support system, which adds an additional 25% to it. So it's anywhere between $112 and $120 a minute. We were blown away by that, but it was very interesting. The tour was phenomenal, and I just didn't think all this happens right here in Dutchess County, but it does. So thank you to Dutchess County EDAC for setting that up. It was a great meeting. I attended the monthly Dutchess County Transportation Council meeting. East Fishkill, we are a permanent member of this council because we are the largest town in Dutchess County. It's also made up of leaders from different municipalities, New York State DOT, the CEO of the NTA, the National Transit Authority, the county executive. They have voting members on this committee that are from the Federal Highway Administration, Federal Transit Administration, New York Bridge Authority, Dutchess County Planning, Public Works, and Dutchess County Transit. And the committee is very helpful. We reviewed the MPO, the Metropolitan Plan, for the entire organization. We get the federal funds and they divvy it out, and they've been very helpful to us in many different projects. One I mentioned all the time was Carroll Drive Bridge. We didn't have the funding for that. Dutchess County Transportation Council found ways to get us the rest of the funding for that. So great organization, thank you to them. Dutchess County Office of the Aging held their senior picnic here in East Fishkill. Always a great event. The county executive came down, many other elected officials, the chairman of the Dutchess County Legislature, our Dutchess County Comptroller. We had our own Dutchess County legislators there, Steve Caswell, John Metzger, our New York State Assemblyman, AJ Bepan, New York State Senator Rob Rollison, and a big, huge shout out to our recreation staff, Christine Stelbeck, Bill Green, Loretta Rosa. They do a phenomenal job. And of course, to our senior center staff, Sue Gardner and her staff. Our seniors absolutely love them. It's very nice. They treat them like family. If you ever visit down there, it's a really nice place, our senior center. And I just, hats off to Sue Gardner and her staff. Our seniors will do anything for her. And thank you to the county executive, and thank you to all the seniors who attended. It's the largest picnic, senior picnic in the county. We have the most seniors in our community center than any other in Dutchess County. So they do a great job, so thank you. I attended Dutchess County CDAC meeting, which is the Community Development Advisory Council. I sit on that as a voting member as well. The council reviews all the different grant applications that Dutchess County gives out throughout the year. I've sat on this council for about 7 years. County Executive Molinaro appointed me on the council 7 years ago. We look at all the different grants. It's the APG grant, which is the Agency Partnership Grant, the MIG grants, the Municipal Innovation, CDBG, Community Development Block Grants, and the Home Grants. And all these grants assist local governments, non-for-profits in helping the community, whether it is with food insecurity or building homes for people who need financial assistance, all these different organizations. It's a wonderful committee to sit on, so thank you to them for all they do. A lot of dedicated committee members there. I had a meeting with our town supervisor from Fishkill, Ozzie Albra, to discuss the joint East Fishkill landfill. We share this. We've shared it for many decades now. This was a landfill back in the 40s and 50s. And in the 60s or 70s, I don't remember when, New York State DEC came around and said that we have to cap and maintain this landfill. So at the time, Fishkill, East Fishkill collaborated, capped this landfill with clay. It's a huge mountain. It's a 50-acre landfill. It's giant. We went out there to visit it. I never even visited it. We went out there to take a look, what prompted this is the last several years, the costs have been skyrocketing. New York State DEC has implemented new testing that they want done, and the cost is borne by Fishkill and East Fishkill. So we met to see where we can save some money. Obviously, we can't with the testing, but we did discuss about the maintenance of that area. We have to do mowing and snow removal because they have to have access around that yearly. So we estimated that we spend about $15,000 a year on that. Fishkill came up with a plan with their highway department to take over all the maintenance of the mowing and the snow removal. We will compensate them back half of those costs, and we should save still in the amount of $10,000 to $12,000. So thank you to Supervisor Albert for working with us. At this point, any dollars help as I finish the budget, which I'll make a mention during the meeting. And every dollar helps. So thank you to Supervisor Albert from Fishkill. Everyone knows we had our annual community day. What a great day that was. Record attendance for the parade, record attendance up at the fields, record amount of vendors, I believe, too. It was a great day. Thank you to our recreation staff, Christine Selbach, Bill Green, Loretta Rosa. Thank you to our highway department, all that you guys do, our police department. And everybody else, my assistant Gina Grippo, everybody worked so hard, but it was a wonderful, successful day as usual, so thank you to everybody who came out. I attended a small get-together with the executive committee from Dutchess Outreach. It was held at one of the Dutchess Outreach board members at their home in Poughkeepsie. Nice event. They're trying to get me involved with Dutchess Outreach to see if I can assist them on the board or fundraising. And what their vision is, it's a community where everyone has access to quality resources they need to thrive, including healthy food, housing, healthcare, and where everyone is welcome. And that is their mission statement. So what's a large problem in our county, believe it or not, who might not know, is food insecurity. They started roughly prior to the pandemic providing about 250 to 300 meals a week. Now they provide over 2,000 meals a week. With the high cost of inflation and all the other costs that are driving us to have less money for things, food insecurity has gotten larger and larger. And they feed them through their lunchbox program, which is wonderful. That's what they call it. They also provide a farm stand for free produce. They have a mobile farm stand that goes to different communities throughout the county. They have a food pantry in Poughkeepsie that provides free groceries for the entire household. It's amazing. Last year, they provided alone 494,000 pounds of food to over 19,000 households. So my hat's off to them. And they not only provide food, they also provide other hygiene items like toothpaste, toothbrushes, shampoo, soap, shavers, those type of necessities. So I just had to mention this group because it's really, they have over 2,000 volunteers, very dedicated people. And there are people in our community that really need help. So if you are looking for somewhere to help and want to join, please call Dutchess Outreach. They are a great organization, and you really give back to our fellow people in our community. So thank you to them. And with that, Mr. Clerk, that's the end of my comments. You want to call the roll?
Councilperson Franco?
Present.
Councilperson Marinero?
Present.
Councilperson Arco?
Present.
Councilperson Flores?
Present.
Supervisor D'Alessandro?
Present. Thank you, Clerk. Everybody received the August 28, 2025 Town Board minutes. Clerk, were there any changes, alterations?
No.
No? Do I have a motion to approve the August 28, 2025 minutes?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes approved. Thank you. We are going to have, continue our public hearing for the comprehensive master plan, which we started last month. I will do that at the end of the meeting, just in case there's anybody who couldn't get here early enough, so we'll do that at the end of the resolutions. We do have 2 additions to the agenda, which I will do at the end. And we have courtesy of the floor. Any residents have any questions about general town issues, any resolutions, please come up, state your name.
My name is Jordan Bledsoe. I'm here on behalf of Warriors Youth Lacrosse. I brought with me our league president, Melissa Coyle, and our treasurer, Chris Tamulanis. The issue I want to bring about, and the reason I'm here, I'd like to wrap up what was a pretty traumatic year for our organization in terms of field quality. This has kind of been a run-on issue for us, and I want to wrap it up in this setting. This month marks a year from the date that Melissa and I went to Christine in her office to, kind of as allies to try to help her with an issue that was brewing about the state of McGrath Field. Subsequent to that meeting last October, we had 6 other closed door or private meetings, 6 to 8 rec advisory board meetings where this topic was brought up. And at this point, we feel the pattern will continue itself. I was at McGrath Field last night, and it's torn to shreds. It's a mud pit. Football is doing what football does and should. But I want to discuss the maintenance plan that's going to take place following football season this year and how we expect a different result going into our April 1st start in 2026.
Okay. I understand that lacrosse had a tough year. For background for everybody, we had to close McGrath Field for the season because it did need major repairs. And the last thing we want to do is our number one priority, of course, is safety for your players, for our residents. It's these fields are old. We have brought in some experts to help us repair these fields. It's really basically as much as we can do at the time. It all comes down to economics. We have the town of East Fishkill has probably the largest recreation budget in Dutchess County at $2.45 million. The surrounding communities, which I know you know them, town of Wappinger, LaGrange, Fishkill, all are at least $1 million less. So I don't know what their fields look like, but I could tell you that we spend a lot of money on our recreation, and we want to make sure that we give you the best we can. But sometimes we have to close fields in order to let them rest, to repair them. Now, what's the name of the company we hired?
Siri. I have an answer to his question, though, but I think I can, if you don't mind. Since April, McGrath Field has been seeded multiple times as part of our plan to restore and elevate the quality. The irrigation system has been repaired and now fully operational, ensuring consistent watering and optimal growing conditions. And I want to thank Ryan Knapp, who's been doing a phenomenal job. He came in because when we discussed, we made changes immediately when we had to move everybody around to sort of shake things up and make sure that something like this doesn't happen again. So this is the schedule that he had come up with. June 16th, field had been prepped, double cut, detached. Start a series of steps that had been advised to us. June 17th, it was reseeded with sport turf seed. They had to wait 5 cuttings before they could apply the next step. July 28th, they applied a weed and feed treatment, which will further strengthen the turf and prepare it for active use during football season per Site 1's instructions. With this weed and feed step, it successfully killed all the weeds. While observing the field during this step, it may appear to the naked eye that the field is dying. However, that is not the case. The treatment has eliminated the weeds, allowing new seed to establish and grow. September 10th, for next step, we added turf mix via slit seeding along with starter seed fertilizer to help with the seed takeoff. They also applied carbon soil amendment to improve soil health and support strong root development. October and November, after football season wraps up, the plan is to aerate, seed, apply hay to the field. While the seed won't fully grow through the winter, it will begin to germinate, positioning us for for a strong turf come spring. We're using a specialized sports blend seed that can better handle the heavy traffic. McGrath Field has been reconfigured, so football goalposts will be relocated. We've relocated them to allow the creation of 2 fields, ensuring 108-foot by 360-foot. This layout gives us flexibility. If one area begins to show signs of wear, we'll be able to rest that portion and use the other. With a little cooperation from the weather, we're optimistic about getting McGrath Field to top-level condition. We appreciate everyone's patience in this. Now, the weather is a big factor, and the weather is what helped cause this, along with, it happens, kids will tear up the field. We try very hard to keep them off, and if you remember, everybody wanted the season to start earlier. And at the time, we had pushed, I think it was April 7th or the second week of April that we wanted to start.
That's correct. We got it on it for one day. It was April 10th.
Right. And the week before, it was all snow. So, and that is an absolute
We did try
fishbowl.
to accommodate also with using Leetown Field as part of, you know,
We asked about Leetown, but Leetown wasn't suitable for them.
Yep. So I had seen that plan previously. What is the state of that plan currently in relationship to how the field is holding up?
As far as I know, it's still going forward. Brian, would you like to?
Yeah, so the field may look bad, and that was the weeding seed, killed the weeds, so that's the browning you see. And the new seed is starting to germinate, taking root mound, and starting to come up. And we're gonna keep an eye on it, keep irrigating it. It's a process, you know, unfortunately it can't happen overnight, but we're right now.
So we feel that come April 1st, we're going to have a safe playing surface to be able to hold our, okay, let's say April 15th.
It depends on the weather.
predict what the weather's gonna do. I don't want to promise you.
Unfortunately, that's in a fishbowl. You see the way it's set up.
So this year, we had to cancel and reschedule 124 youth lacrosse games, decimating our league. We went to parks like Stringham Park, which is traditionally underwater, where their fields, having gone through the same drought that we did that previous summer, their fields were lush and well-maintained. We had to go to Fishkill. Gearing Park has no irrigation, was in great condition. We had to go to Putnam Valley, where they have no irrigation and their fields were in great condition. So what I'm looking for here is for this conversation, everything you just said, to be on record, right? Because we've done this for a year. And I have the text messages here in front of me from last October describing the exact same plan that you just laid out, right? Text messages from Christine Selbeck on November 21st confirming that the seeding had been done, the exact same plan. And it produced a terrible, I have copies for you guys if you need them.
So if we are to close that field another season, you want to know now? Because we can't give you that answer.
guarantee it. Or those other fields, LaGrange isn't in a fishbowl. It's unfortunate where this is, but
Visit these other fields throughout the season and keep an eye on it, just to see how their fields look as well. Because if they don't have irrigation, I can't see how their fields are as you know, in the same shape.
Yeah, I encourage them. Their fields are in fantastic shape.
We'll have a look.
Well, like I said, are they it's unfortunate, but it's sort of in a fishbowl when you look at our fields. I know LaGrange
that
isn't like
is
that.
in a fishbowl. It's
LaGrange isn't like that. Fishkills isn't like that.
It's a bank run
So it's
soil
really
down there as well. Yeah. It's not a topsoil. We have added soil, but
At the time when that field was built, I don't know how many decades ago.
a long time ago.
You don't have enough fields. We wish we had more. We don't have enough money in the budget to buy more fields. If I did, I would.
We looked into a turf field. A turf field would cost us a minimum of $2 million. Our budget is $2 million. We would love a turf field. It would be great.
A couple of years ago, when I was involved with recreation, there was a talk. There's something to think about in the future. There was a talk of involving the local corporations that have come to be part of the economic group in the town And I had talked to some of them that they were willing at the time to entertain the idea of building an all-year-round sports facility with a surf turf. That's probably the way we need to go. But like the town supervisor and the councilman said, we at this time don't have the money. But that's something that we could work together, if you guys like, to really approach these corporations and see what we can do. That's very doable.
I would like to see that happen.
That would have to be private, though. That wouldn't be for us. You would have to do that privately. As in,
Why is that?
company would own it. Otherwise, the town.
Well, there would.
The town of Armonk has this. IBM built them 2 turf fields. They put up bubbles each year. They have a third-party management company that I'm involved with that runs that bubble. The town recreation department has right of first refusal on the rental of the indoor space and the outdoor space. IBM provided that to them. Now, we have Frito-Lay and we have Mopar that loom over us every day as we drive past our high school. That may be in the past, but I'd like to see the next set of warehouses provide us something like that.
Yeah. Like I said, if we work together, we could probably in the future get something like that accomplished. And that would be used by you guys, football, and everybody else.
The problem with the industrial development is that they're not homes. They don't have a recreational fee due to them. They have no, by law, have to give anything towards a recreational service for the town. So if we have a different housing development, then that's a different story. We could say in lieu of paying X amount of recreation fees, provide us with a turf field or provide us with a building or something, what have you. But that would be at the time of when we have a community benefits agreement with at the planning board. But the industrial development is not obligated whatsoever. Now, you could go and ask them for donations. We have our East Fishkill park across the street, Veterans Park, excuse me, and our Veterans Council is going to try to facilitate some donations from them. This is our first expansion of any park in the town of East Fishkill in 30, 40 years. So I don't think anybody can argue that whatever dollars that the town has spent, that it's not worth it for our veterans. Would you agree?
Okay.
Of course.
Of course. So of course, we'd love to have more playing fields. We always look at if there is an application to the planning board, what can they carve something off for us? Can we get another field? We have more fields than any other town, I believe, in the whole county.
And we still don't have enough.
And we still don't have enough. And we don't want to provide even a better field for you. That's not an optimal field. We know it's nice, it's big, the parking's great.
It is an optimal field. We love McGrath Field if it were maintained properly. I don't feel like that field is maintained and professionally managed well.
Well, like I said, it's hard to professionally manage a field when we have more fields than any other town in the county, and we have the largest recreation budget when I have seniors that are wanting tax cuts. So it's a weighing game. It's a weighing game. Not that I don't want to give it to you. Of course, we'd love to provide it to you. I also want to provide whatever assistance I can to my seniors as well. So it's all about what we have available. Listen, if we get some projects, the planning board chairman's here, there are certain projects coming to town. If they do get approvals from that board, we will get recreational funds and we can spend more money. But out of the town budget that our taxpayers pay for, it's hard to get any more money for recreation out of it.
And Mr. Supervisor, just remind you, while the project didn't go to full construction, when the dome was proposed, we did have what the gentleman referred to as a off-hour agreement that the high school teams could use it, the communities teams, et cetera. So we're always looking for that opportunity. It doesn't always present itself. And just unfortunately, the private owners of the facility didn't complete it, but we did have that in place.
Right, if they built built that dome, I doubt we'd be having this conversation right now because we'd be able to utilize those fields. They had a significant amount of outdoor fields, indoor fields, and I'd love to have an indoor facility for basketball, for soccer. It would be wonderful. For you,
For Ken.
yeah.
Before we can.
For Bill Green.
Okay, I think we're satisfied with this conversation being on record, and that will close the book in terms of any complaints or communication regarding spring 2025. We look forward to this coming season, the fields being in better shape and more attention to detail being paid to the property leading up to because of the conversations that have taken place, and the partial out-of-town fee payment that we have withheld to make it to this date and kind of have legs in this conversation will be paid tomorrow.
Great, thank you. And trust me, we will put all our efforts to make sure they're as good for your players as possible. They're our residents. We want to make sure they are.
We're very confident with the changes that we've made. I think Ryan's doing a fantastic job. We've had a lot of people come up and tell us he's been receiving accolades. It's a lot of pressure on him, but he's really accepted the job and he's been doing really well. So the proof will be in the pudding, right?
Right, and now it's on YouTube too, so that's kind of what we wanted for our people, so I appreciate that.
Okay,
Thank you.
fine.
Thank you. Anybody else wish to speak on general town issues, on any resolutions? Please come up to the podium, state your name, please. No? Yes, sir.
The Veterans Park across the street, how much is it?
Well, we're having a meeting on Monday, but the town did give some money for us to go to an architect to develop the plans, and for a cost estimate, our initial cost estimate several years ago was in the neighborhood of $2.5 million. Unfortunately, we are going to have to divide the project up into some phases because the number that I got was $5 million.
And how much of a percentage is the town contributing to?
The town has contributed. We gave last year, I believe, $500,000 towards the park, and that's pretty much the most we can give.
And that's what's the forecasted for the total projection, even years 26, 27?
So what we're going to do now, yes, we gave out a fund balance. It's not a number that is in our budget to give every year. Unfortunately, I wish I did have that. I would do it, but we don't have that. That was a one-time, should I say, gift towards the park. But we're looking to see, we are having a meeting, like I said, we're a Veterans Council Monday, and to get some ideas, we're going to bring the highway superintendent, see where we could cut those costs, what we can do in-house to save a substantial amount. They have already done a substantial amount. Thank you, Ken. Yep. So we're hoping to, phase one will be the main structure, and then we have a building for our VFW, and then we have parking and other things. So we're seeing how we could cut those costs.
So we're saying, so you contribute $500,000, you're looking at let's say $5 million cost. The town will only be putting in $500,000, nothing in the future in itself.
No, I don't know that, depending on how our finances are.
So, and you know what, I am for all the veterans, I have a lot of veterans in my thing. I wish the same dedication and all that was put to McGrath, all right? And we know about the seniors and all that, but at the end of the day, I have 3 children. There's more children at Gayhead, literally probably half a mile down the road. There's 900 kids there, all right? That's not including all the other elementary schools and the dozens of teens programs that use McGrath, all right? And I get it, taxes, I love my low taxes, all right? You guys know me personally, you know what I'm about, all right? But at the end of the day, there might be some time where you might actually need to do a capital investment in this place. Maybe it's a bond, maybe it's something like that. If you were to do $1 million and let's say divide it amongst, you have 35,000 residents? That's maybe, $30 a household? Do $2 million, it's probably $60 a household. And I know that there's different economics in itself, but there are different means of financing a turf field or bettering whatever McGrath has. Maybe it's not a $2 million turf field, maybe it's a $400,000 reseeding, not even reseeding, but really building up the substrate of that grass. There's different avenues. I really hope, you're in charge of the things, I really hope it's really looked at, all right? My kids are 5, 8, and 10, all right?
Well, I don't know how long, but I would say about 12, 15 years ago, the town board at the time put a referendum out to the people to build an indoor facility at the park that would give greater courts and fields, et cetera, and that was voted down by the residents.
So maybe it's time for a new one. Not for nothing, since COVID, everybody's moving up here.
But it also seems that each month we have different, the town board has to balance things. There were people in a few months ago about paving, and there's budget issues with the paving. There were people in another time about police services needing more safety and security, and then tonight we're hearing more about recreation. So
I wouldn't even say more recreation, I would say more with the children, all right? This is more about the children than
well,
recreation.
I represent another town, and they just commissioned a study of the facilities, and they're having similar discussions. And what people don't realize is that the facilities maintained by the town are really for recreational purposes, whereas the fields that say that school district, et cetera, are higher quality because of the more competitive level, et cetera, that they're in. So I guess the balancing is the fields provide the space for the recreation in baseball, soccer, lacrosse, et cetera, but maybe not to the same level as people would like if their children get on travel teams and everything, and there's other facilities.
But we're not even asking, I'm not looking for, cream cut, something you would see at a professional soccer field. We're looking at basic grass. That's what we're looking for. I'm not looking for, something at the Black Horse at Bethpage State Park.
Well, 40 years ago, I played on these fields. I bet they weren't as good as they are now.
Absolutely.
Okay? My children played on the fields. They're no professionals, but we did what we can, and we were happy to be part of it. It's all a balancing act. How much money do we have to give? Like the attorney said, if we put up a referendum for something, perhaps it's time, perhaps it's not. I have probably more people that would go against you and say, I'd rather have it for paving of our roads. As we know, we have more roads than any other town in Dutchess County, 413 miles, single lane road, okay? We have pitiful roads, and we spend over $1.5 million a year, and it's not even close to being enough. So it's a matter of where can we help everything? Okay, that's why we did hire that professional, what was the name of the group? CRE group. They know better than us. We're not experts. We do the best we can, but we got some expert opinions to say, do it like this, do this like that. If we spend a little bit more money, okay, that's an investment. It'll turn. That'll be a better field. That's what we want. I want the best field for your children to play on. Of course I do.
All of our kids played on those fields.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Just saying, it's for the kids, all right? It's not just for the adults or for the adults. Understood and doing are two different things.
We've had major changes this year. And we also lost one of our major players, Butch Kidney, to cancer this year as well. So Ryan is stepping up.
Of the $2 million budget, how much of it is dedicated to the field?
$2.4 million, and that's a total budget of buildings, parks, grounds, maintenance.
But I'm saying for the field's maintenance itself.
I don't have that in front of me. I could look it up and get that information.
Just curious. So, that's my piece.
Thank you, sir. Thank you both. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Any other comments? General town issues, on anything on the agenda tonight? Please come up, use the podium. No? Okay, with that, first resolution of the night. Councilman Marinaro.
Here we go. Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize the hiring of one police officer, Rachel Mayer, as a police officer with a start date of October 6, 2025, with a salary in accordance with the PBA contract.
Thank you, Councilman. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Chief?
Well, after that, I think Rachel's going to be the most appreciative officer that we have here. So very much thank you for taking this opportunity and chance here on Rachel, making an addition to your very grateful police department, so thank you on there. And then I'm very happy she actually was coming in during this meeting, because during our lengthy hiring process, she talked a lot about joining a police force with the strong community bonds, and wants to really flourish and show her community relations skills. And I think what she got here tonight with the businesses that I know all the officers that are in this room continue to go to, and the businesses that treat us with outstanding respect, and that's a great opportunity for her to see that. So, welcome aboard.
All right, well, hold on, we got to vote.
No, sorry.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Congratulations. Or want to get a picture with the new officer?
Pants from you.
I would say some town work, but she's money for us. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nobody wants it. Remember when we put that referendum out, and the two people on the rec board were against it, right? Tony and, what's her name? Jenna, yeah. Remember when we put the one up for $60 for blacktop?
Thank you.
What was this? He said everybody knows it. I reckon it. It's the rest of it.
Congratulations, Dad.
Yeah, congrats.
Take care.
Congratulations to our new police officer. Maybe she could help out with the fields or something too. That would be good. Okay, number 2, Councilwoman Flores.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we award Comeyer Arbor Care LLC with Town of East Fishkill tree removal bid contract for $42,800.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? The engineer?
Yeah, this is to remove trees at various locations throughout the town. Pinewood in particular, we have a water project on there that includes that. There's some trees removed at Hopewell Glen and a few other water and sewer systems. We package it all into one.
We did an RFQ for services?
Yes.
They're on our list, correct? Okay.
Oh, this went out to bid.
Oh, it went out for full bid. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, thank you. Number 3, Councilman Arco.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize the supervisor to reappoint Kathleen Martin as the town assessor and authorize the continuation of shared services with Beacon, who pays a prorated share of the cost of salary, benefits, etc. of the assessor.
Thank you, Councilman. Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion? So Kathy Martin has been our assessor for almost 20 years, I believe. Now, she was president of the Assessors Association of Dutchess County. We do a share service agreement with the city of Beacon, where we share her 4/5 for East Fishkill, 1/5 for them, and that's based upon parcels. Obviously, town of East Fishkill has many more parcels. We have over 12,000 parcels, including commercial and residential. So that's how it got divided up, and they pay their prorated share. And this will do a continuation of that shared service agreement. Any other comments or questions? All in favor? Yes.
No, I would just say that I think this is one of the most important roles in our town because it affects all of our residents and our businesses with their assessments, and so it's an important appointment. And I spent some time with our assessor discussing the process and how we can improve things in the future, but it is a really important role that she plays.
Yes, it is. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
May I, Town Supervisor, take 2 seconds Mark, do you mind saying a few words? Do you mind?
About?
Do you mind saying a few words? So the letters went out for the new assessment to the community. And again, there is a lot of confusion out there on the media regarding why taxes go up. Do you mind giving us a couple of seconds of your interpretation of why?
Sure, or I
Because
can.
Some people still saying that the assessment goes up, the taxes go up.
No, I can answer that for you. So, yes, people always discuss and think that your assessment goes up, your taxes go up. That is not true 100%. Your taxes only go up when this town board raises them, or the school district raises them, or Dutchess County raises them. They have to vote. Each board votes to make their new tax rate. That's the only time. If the assessment roll goes up and we don't need any more money from the community, if, say, for argument's sake, we collect $10 million in taxes, and that's all we need for the next year, and your assessment goes up, that means the tax rate goes down because we still need the same 10 million. Now, we're not in charge of the school board or the Dutchess County Legislature. They vote on their own. Yes, the assessor works for the town, but the assessor has very strict rules when it comes to assessing, and New York State has to approve her roll, reviews her roll several times until they make sure that it is equitable. Every town in Dutchess County, every town that we share a school district with has 100% evaluation, okay? And we have to meet that threshold and be between 95 and 105% to keep that 100% classification. Now, why is it so important to make sure that we have that 100% classification? Because there's several towns that make up a school district, and if one town does not have the same equitable 100% valuation, then they have an equalization rate, and that can throw off the amount of taxes that that community or another community might pay more or less, and that's not fair. We all want to pay our fair share to the school district, which is 77% of our tax bill. So it's very important to make sure that each municipality has the same evaluation of 100% valuation, and the state verifies that every year. So when the assessor brings her roll and says this is what it will go up or go down, New York State reviews it several times to approve it or not. So it's not just our assessor saying, okay, I think this house is worth that or that. No, New York State has built-in rules and built-in backstops to make sure that it is correct. Does that answer your question?
Yes. Town Supervisor, also would you say that if there's been an upgrade on a property, that would bump off that property tax assessment, not tax assessment, the tax valuation, and consequently an increase in taxes? In other words, if they have a garage, or if they extended a property, or if they added a pool, that will make the increase in tax, correct?
Well, of course, because you're increasing the amount of value that your property is worth.
Those are the other variables.
Right.
Besides what you discussed, that could bring up the property in tax.
And then that's why, of course, we have our building department that makes sure that they go out and check, because if somebody isn't being valued of their basement or their second garage, why should their neighbor pay for that their tax increase, right? So it has to be fair for everybody.
Mr. Supervisor, I think last year you and Kathy Martin actually did a video.
Every year
that
we do
was on point.
With the comptroller.
And it's on, I think, on our website.
Yes.
Right, so.
Yes, every year we do a video around before you get your assessments, myself, the tax assessor, and our town comptroller to explain all this. It is on our website, it is on YouTube. Please review it. And of course, if you have questions, call us. That's what we're here for. We work for you. We work for the people. We're here to answer your questions. So please do so. If you have them, call us.
And one last clarification, so that everybody knows, 75 to 78% of your total property tax is school taxes, and we collect them for the schools. We don't keep any of that money. Just collect them. General population, no.
Unfortunately, that's the way New York State government works. That's the way rules that we have to abide by. Okay. Resolution 4, Councilman Franco.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize hiring Selena Gafour as a temporary part-time typist to assist in the clerical functions necessary to operate town departments.
Thank you, Councilman. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? I think we had a part-timer leave us, so looking for another one. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Okay, number 5, Councilman Marinaro.
Mr. Supervisor, we authorize acceptance of donation of office furnitures from Office Furniture for Less, LLC, for the new and existing offices that are in need.
Thank you, Councilman. Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion? So my assistant gets a call from this gentleman one day and says, I have all this office furniture, it's brand new. I took it out of I guess he had to remove it from an office building that they didn't, I guess, utilize. And if he went to take it out, he gets it for free. So he said, does the town have any need of any office equipment? I said, of course we do. So we went to go take a look at it, and it's all brand new, and we just have to pick it up and store it, which we will do once this resolution's passed. Any other comments or questions? Nope. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Okay, number 6, Councilwoman Flores.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize the town clerk to advertise for bids for the Water Sewer Department Fishkill Plains well and filtration modifications.
Thank you, Councilperson. Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion. We've been discussing Fishkill Plains Water District. As you know, we started years ago with this third well, and obviously it's at the point, the engineer want to take it from there?
Yeah, over the years, we've made several improvements at this well field, and this well field, has also expanded. It serves Redview 2, Revere Park, Hopewell West, so it's not just Fishkill Plains, but it's about 5 systems in the area. And what we're looking to do here is get our third well online and add some filtration that the health department requires.
And it's interconnected?
It's interconnected.
And anybody interconnected will also share the costs?
Everyone will share the costs.
Okay. Just for clarification for everybody at home or in the audience, any dollars spent in any particular water district, sewer district, by New York State law, we cannot use general fund dollars for any of that. The costs have to be borne by the users of the district, because if there's somebody, say, in the Fishkill Plains Water District that gets the benefit of town water and somebody in Stormville doesn't, why should the person in Stormville be paying for the person in Fishkill Plains? So this to be equitable, and it's a New York State law, just to clarify.
And if I could just add, I think about 1,000 homes get water from this well field.
Wonderful. Okay, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. There you go, engineer. Okay, number 7, Councilman Arco.
Mr. Supervisor, we authorize the town supervisor to sign an agreement with the Wappinger Central School District to continue school resource officers and to provide 4 resource officers for 2025-2026 school year.
Thank you, Councilman. Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion. So we had discussions with the school superintendent about their need for SROs, school resource officers, and how the town of East Fishkill can assist them. In many of their other schools, they utilize Dutchess County sheriffs, and they're happy with them, but they're also very happy with our police officers. So we discussed how this can be done. Myself, chief of police, highway superintendent, school superintendent, our town controller has all met to discuss the plan, and in here is our intermunicipal agreement with the school district to lay out how the school district will pay back our municipality for the uses of our police officers. Chief, anything to add?
This has been a fantastic program since we've been involved in John Jay High School, now Van Wyck for the past 3 years. So now we'll have an officer in Fishkill Plains, one in Gayhead, and it's been a fantastic program so far. The school, the teachers have been very receptive, the children have been very receptive, the staff, it's just been an excellent program all around. We're there for their safety, but more importantly, we're there to answer any questions and grow further with the community through the school. So I think it's been a very effective program for us, so.
Excellent.
Chief, how many SROs were in the schools when you were attending school?
One. I graduated from John Jay in '97. We had one.
When I went, there were 0.
Why do you think we need so many these days?
Unfortunately, that's just the way the world's going. And everybody wants, like this gentleman was saying before about lacrosse, school safety. And the school found that their money will be well spent having an officer in the school for the children's safety. So.
I think it gives the parents a peace of mind as well.
Actually, the kids as well. My kids went to Jay, and they had
And
some
that's
issues.
really it. The amount of, and I thought it was going to wear thin because we've been doing a couple hours here and there with the schools for the past 2 years, the elementary schools, but we still, parents drive up, and that has increased throughout the year. No longer does everybody put their kid on the school bus for whatever particular reason, and now we still constantly will have an officer there at the beginning of the day. The parents literally stop, thank you very much for being here, right to the officer's face every day for 2 years, and it's only going to continue on, so. Great.
Excellent. Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, thank you. There you go, Chief. Okay, number 8, Councilman Franco.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we acknowledge receipt of the tentative 2026 town budget and sending a public hearing for the 2026 Special District Benefit Assessment Roll for October 23rd, 2025 at 6 p.m. for the 2026 Town and Special Districts budget.
Thank you, Councilman. Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion. So I finalized the budget this week, and this is the night the town board gets their first look at it. We will have our October workshop to discuss the budget, and then the public hearing will be at the October voting meeting. So thank you to the comptroller for his assistance with me finishing up the budget. This was a tough budget. Its costs are extremely high, as everybody knows at home. You pay more for gas, for groceries, for everything, and so do we. This was the hardest budget I've done in 8 years since I'm town supervisor. But thank God for good financial planning that we have in this town that will help us keep our tax rate low. So I look forward to discussing with the board once they review any suggestions, changes that they have. And like I said, thank you again to the comptroller and his staff for providing me with all the information I need to make the decisions. And like I said, October workshop will be discussing the budget. Any questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Resolution 9, Councilman Marinaro.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we acknowledge the Type 2 secret determination of the Limekiln Recreation Facility, Julie Jungle, ADA Improvements Project.
Thank you, Councilman. Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion. So this is for our the secret review that we have to do. We are doing paving and grading modifications in the existing handicapped areas to make it more accessible. ADA upgrades as well. Anything else? No?
The exterior door,
I'm sorry?
the door to the bathroom.
The door to the bathroom, that's right. We have a grant from Dutchess County to access the bathrooms from the outside. As everybody knows who attends Julie Jungle, it is problematic because we don't have, we utilize that porta potty. It's a very popular recreational area. So we came up with a plan where we could utilize the bathrooms through an outdoor entrance because that building we have renovated and retrofitted to do file storage for the town. Several years ago, we put in a plan to get rid of Iron Mountain, which was charging us exorbitant amount of money, and I was hell-bent on making sure that we got out of that contract, and thank you to our town clerk for spearheading that, and we retrofitted that facility so it's not open 24 hours a day any longer, during the work hours, so people can't utilize the bathroom. So we came up with this plan to retrofit a door on the outside to utilize the bathrooms for all the patrons of the park.
Yeah, that was a long time coming. We had a lot of discussion about
Yes.
those upgrades. I'm happy that we actually taking some action and getting it done. It's well-deserved, well-needed in that area over there. Like the town supervisor mentioned, there's a lot of people utilizing the park.
Very popular.
And we didn't have an handicap facility available, so this is really going to be a great news for the people using the facility.
Yeah, and thank you to Dutchess County for the grant to do this work. Any other comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, thank you. Okay, number 10, Councilwoman Flores.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize the town clerk to advertise for a roof replacement bid for the community center.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion. So thank you again to Dutchess County. We are receiving a grant to replace our roof at the community center. I can't believe it's many years, this many years has passed that we need a new roof at the community center. So, but we do service a lot of seniors there. We do have a program with Dutchess County Office of the Aging for our senior center there, and we're grateful for the grant. Any other comments, questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Number 11, Councilman Arco.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize the supervisor to extend the deadline to obtain a demolition permit an additional 30 days for 483 Route 376.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion. So we had the owner of 483 Route 376 in here several months ago to discuss the demolition of that dangerous building. In the meantime, he has gone out and got several different providers to assist with that. And we have ongoing discussions with the property owner, I have, and the engineer. So we'll give him another 30 days. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried, thank you. And number 12, Councilman Franco.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize the town supervisor to sign an agreement to renew the contract with Pagonis O'Neill Investigation Security for court officer services.
Thank you, Councilman. Do I have a second?
Second.
So we have been utilizing Pagonis O'Neill investigators, I believe they're out of Beacon, for several decades now to provide service for our court, as our court officers. And they always do a wonderful job, Chief, and they work well with your staff.
Oh, absolutely. They are a Class A organization, so very well.
Excellent. Any comments or questions?
Is this a one-year contract usually?
I don't know, what was the contract?
Well, it has, you can cancel it. I think it's
Oh,
a
we have 30
5-year
days to
contract,
cancel.
but you have
No,
a
I'm
30.
just asking, is this a yearly contract that we award?
No, it's bid for 5 years, but you have the right to cancel.
Both parties have 30 days to cancel.
Yeah. No.
Basically, we want to lock in a price. That's really what it's about. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. We have two additions that I said in the beginning, which I will do. Authorizing professional engineering services for the Hillside Lake Culvert replacement. Town previously, we received a grant from Bridge New York to replace the Hillside Lake Culvert. The project cost exceeded the available grant funding, and we paused the project in 2022. so we could look for more funding. Subsequently, we applied and we were awarded a supplemental funding under Bridge New York 23 program. The town issued our RFP, request for proposals, and the town received one proposal in response to the RFPs, which was by HVEA. HVEA has successfully completed several infrastructure projects for us, and now hereby approve HVEA be named the consulting engineer to the town of East Fishkill for the Hillside Lake Culvert replacement that we received a grant from Bridge New York. Do I have a motion? So moved. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Any questions for the engineer? No? We've been talking about this for several years. That sums it up, so. Yeah. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? I'm sorry, opposed. Motion carried. Thank you. And the other one is travel and training for the town assessor. The town assessor advised me that in order to get certified from New York State, from the New York State Assessors Association, which she must attend an annual conference. This one is in Lake George from October 6th to October 9th. And this, anytime anybody leaves the town for overnight must get it approved by the town board. And that goes for any department. So the assessor's asking to go for the annual conference. Do I have a motion? So moved. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. We have no transfers tonight. Comments? Highway Soup, how are you?
Good. Public hearing. Supervisor, how are you?
Get the public hearing.
Almost forgot.
Took it out of order.
Don't want to forget that.
Public hearing.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Clerk. You're right on the ball as usual, Clerk.
Actually, we already adjourned.
Yeah, do I have a motion to reopen the public hearing in respect to the comprehensive master plan?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Public hearing now reopened. So last month, we had our consultant from our comprehensive plan come to give an overview of our master plan, the final draft. We have many changes, as everybody knows. We've been dealing with this for several years now, as we have discussed last town board meeting. Big hats off to our Comprehensive Master Plan Committee. Thank you to our consultant, Saratoga Associates. To the chairman of our Comprehensive Master Plan Committee, John Eichman, and all your staff members did a wonderful job. It's a lot of work, as we have said over and over. It is a huge lift, and I couldn't be more thankful. So thank you, sir, for all you and your members have done. Thank you to our liaison, Marianne Flores, Councilwoman Flores, for all your hard and dedicated work to this. I knew it was a lot to do, but you stepped right up and did it, so I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, very good team. And
Very proud of the work.
and also to all our staff advisors, Michelle Robbins, our planner, Rosemary Lasher, our master plan coordinator, our town attorney, engineer, comptroller, all the guest speakers who came, our highway superintendent, chief of police. I mean, the list goes on and on. We had so many participants. We had so many surveys. When I discussed this with other supervisors who are just finished their comprehensive plan a year or two ago, or who are doing it, they are astounded at the amount of participants we had and the amount of surveys we did, and it was really wonderfully done. So.
No, it truly represents, I think, the community's input. We had a lot of input, as you said, from the community through surveys, through outreach meetings, as well as input from a lot of key stakeholders, business owners, highway soup, police chief, Dutchess County Tourism, different business owners. So a lot of input went into this, and as I've said before, every comment that was made we looked into, we talked about as we put together this plan. And I couldn't thank Don Minery from Saratoga and John Eichman enough for all the work they did on leading us in this effort.
Excellent. Any other comments from board members? No? How about for the public? Anybody in the public wish to speak about the comprehensive master plan? Please come up, use the podium. Well, I know it's, we've had an exhausting amount of meetings about it. Our planning board had this their public hearing as well open for several months. So at the end of the day, they're like, how many meetings can we have? I guess it's been well done. And Don, thank you, as Councilwoman said. It's been wonderful to work with your staff. Very professional, very thankful. No other comments? No comments from the public? Okay. So do I have a motion to close the public hearing? So moved. Do I have a second? Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Public hearing now closed. Do I have a motion to adopt the neg deck and the new local law? So moved. Do I have a second? Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Approved. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Yeah, everybody should clap for that because it was well done. So thank you. Okay.
This is your next project.
The work just begins now.
That's right. Yeah, work just begins now. Is right. All right. Comments. Highway Superintendent, how you doing?
Good, Mr. Supervisor.
Still hanging in there?
Still hanging in there.
All right.
So we've been doing quite a bit of tree work around town lately. The Little Switzerland area, Dartantra Road, Swiss Hamlet. We've done all of the Lake Walton Road and area, Carpenter Road and Biken Hill areas, and we are currently in Hillside Lake. We've been over there for the last few days. The town hall project in the back, the concrete foundation and floor, we still have a little bit to work on back there. Everett is a very wanted man, so I will say thank you to Everett and his crew. He's also been over there, his crew's been on the Railroad Depot project for the water fountain that we are helping with. Our patchwork crew are out on various roads. They're also repairing the catch basins that we have repaired, blacktopping them back in. Our jet vector is out working on various, job sites where we get our pipe cave-ins, and also cleaning out catch basins in the watershed area when we're not working on pipe cave-ins. Drainage work, we completed St. Andrews drainage work. We worked closely with our town engineer, Scott Bryant. And also catch basin repair on Tarbert Crossing, Rodeo Drive, Ridgemont Drive, Shenandoah Road. And I do want to say thank you to my deputy and my secretary for all the work that they're doing on the iWorks program and the pavement management. It is a lot to get going, and we are pretty well into it at this point now. And also I want to say thank you to Ryan. He kind of got thrown into the hornet's nest this year with the recreation department. We did lose Butch Kidney, which was a major loss. So Tom and I have been working on, getting these fields back up to where they should be, and it's a lot of work. And we also have the irrigation system now currently working. So I'm sure Tom will touch on some of that.
Yeah, Ryan's done a tremendous job.
So Ryan has really stepped up his game too. So I have to thank everybody in my departments. They all work very hard. That's all I have for this evening.
Thank you, Highway Soup. Police Chief.
We made several additions to the police force this past couple months, so I'm very appreciative of that, especially after all I saw here tonight. So I just want to say...
3 new hires.
Thank you. 3 new hires, yes.
Who's better than you?
Maybe the town board for allowing the 3 new hires. Very much appreciated. In all seriousness, I know it's a lot, and especially going over the budget, so it is certainly appreciated. And I think, just as you saw tonight, the newest hire is going to be a fantastic addition. I think she's going to bring a lot of good skills to the community and the community relation team, so very happy. So thank you.
So we're waiting.
Yep.
Good. Good. I think the town residents are going to be extremely happy. Oh, Coffee with a Cop, we will be doing on October 7th at Hopewell Hot Bagels. So all the town residents, we're hoping the board, anybody that'd like to join us, mix it up with our brand new cop. I'm sure she'll be there as well in attendance. I'll be there, the admin. So if anybody wants to come join us for a cup of coffee and chat, October 7th, 9 a.m. at Hot Bagels.
Excellent. And thanks for this past weekend. Great job.
Oh, thank you.
Community Day.
No, the guys love pitching in and just being there to answer questions and mix it up with the kids, so.
It was nice to see the new officers there at Community.
Oh, good. Yes, well, you couldn't miss him. 6'4", and I think a huge smile on his face, so I hope you didn't miss
He
it.
wasn't happy about his haircut that he had to take
Oh, no, he loves it.
at the academy.
He only got about 6 inches off that due, so he's good.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Councilman Marco.
How you doing?
Oh, good, you?
Good, good. Chief, are we going to do the seniors this year too?
Yes, so we will be doing, we're coordinating that with our police liaison. We're trying to set something up. It's looking like in November, we'll be doing the pancake breakfast with the seniors.
Yeah, they look forward to that
Yes.
every year, so awesome. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
So fire department, fire chief, supervisor and I continually meet about the needs of the district with our industrial and commercial properties. I like to consider us a small town, but we have a huge industrial and commercial population here. At one point, IBM in East Fishkill was listed as the largest semiconductor manufacturing plant in the world, which is pretty impressive. The goal is to keep economic control growth so that we don't push ourselves into fully paid fire department. We talked about taxes and talked about budgets and stuff. The last thing we want to do is have a fully paid fire department here because the tax base would be astronomical. So volunteers are at the forefront for us to accomplish this. Please visit your local firehouse Monday nights. I think after 7 o'clock, they're usually there, getting their trucks ready for the week and so on and so forth. Go check them out. We need volunteers across the board. There's so many jobs within the district, so please check that out. Being liaison for town safety, I spent some time with Highway this week to check out the new asset management software. The second phase of entering the equipment and the trucks is actually entering all our structures into that software package so that we can keep track of all the assets we have in our facilities and safety, basically life safety and fire systems. So that's going to be taking place. I sat with Tommy Knapp, who, he's your assistant and he's a truck driver and he drives bulldozers and does all these things.
He's like my right hand.
And to see him in front of a computer and learning the software and wanting to be involved in it is priceless. So thank you to him.
We work very closely together. I couldn't ask for a better deputy.
Yeah, and Councilwoman Flores, thank you for taking it over the finish line, because this is a project that was started last year and pushed and pushed and pushed, and you got that over the line, so thank you very much. Project overflow from last year with, as police liaison, Officer Froud, we were able to get him all the necessary training and certifications and backing by New Vance Health to begin his in-house training, which is awesome. So we're going to be training within. He has actually some ideas that he would like to present to the board. Maybe next executive session, we can invite him in and have him present those ideas, and we'll communicate that to the liaison and the chief. And that's it. Last but not least, thank you, Christine, Loretta, Bill Green, everybody. There was probably 50+ employees there this weekend cleaning up, getting the fields ready for the next sports events that were going to happen, and so on and so forth. So thank you very much to the rec department. So that's all I got.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Renaro.
So police activities.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Oh, good.
So like the town supervisor and the chief mentioned, we had some 3 hirees, all very qualified. We have one in the academy right now.
Correct.
We just hired another person tonight. I believe I said in the interview, she's very qualified. She's got multiple training in military service, fire department. She's going to be a great addition to the community. and to the to the police department. So congratulations, Chief. Second thing, I want to thank everybody that made this community day that we just had really successful. We had a great day. Kids had a phenomenal day. They were running around. It felt very safe, and it really felt like a community. We had some guests that are attending our parade, and they usually walk some of these parades in other areas, but they said that East Fishkill was really outstanding. So thank you to all that made this possible. And last Sunday, I participated in a memorial for Charlie Kirk. It was held at the Recreation Department. It was really a moving ceremony. It was well attended. I believe there were probably 200 to 250 people in attendance. I want to extend a great thank you to the Perillo family for organizing this. It was well put together. People that were there really expressed, you could see through their faces that the desire to say thank you to this young man and his accomplishments. And it was a day of reflections, people together really think about, do we still have a place in our community, in our country for hatred? I personally don't think so. When I came to this country in the early 70s, I lived in New York City for the longest time, and they call New York City the melting pot. It means people from all over the world live together. I remember we never had an issue like we have issues today. And no matter what political spectrum you're from, what your background, we need to stay on top of our young generation. Many times we are so preoccupied in our daily lives that we don't pay attention to what the schools are producing. We all invest in our children's future. But many times when they leave our community, they leave their family, they come back a different human being. And I personally think that gap in the time of they going away and coming back home is when all the transformation happens. And many times that transformation is not what people pay for. I just want everybody in this community in East Fishkill, and we really need to come together and just think that we are one country, we are one nation, we are one population, and just live together in great harmony. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman.
I want to talk about Community Day again.
You do?
Yeah. Thanks again to Christine, Loretta, and Bill, and especially all the staff, all the highway staff, the fire department. It really was a great day. All the ones that we've been to, this is, I think, by far the most attended that I've seen, especially with
Large attendance.
It was great. It was good to see the community come together like that. And of course, thank Pete Cassidy for putting it all together, as always. So, good job, Pete.
What did he do? He was there?
He was there. How could you not hear him?
He was there.
Upcoming events, we have Family Halloween Costume Party will be at Mill Creek Caterers on October 30th from 5 to 7. Any music prizes, tons of fun. You must register to attend. Registration starts October 1st. If you're having trouble registering, you can call the rec office at 226-8395. That is a lot of fun for families. It's great to see all the kids. Program registration reminders, Columbus Weekend Skateboarding Camp, 2 days of skating for $100 a camper. Youth Winter Basketball, early registration ends on Tuesday, the September 29th. Adult Winter Basketball and Volleyball start first weekend in October at Van Wyck Middle School. And a couple of trips to mention. Let's see, 9/27, the 60 show at the Paramount. Tickets are $90. November 8th, Radio City Christmas Spectacular. Tickets are $145. November 16th, Catskill Resort Casino. Tickets $50. And just a reminder, this Saturday and Sunday, the East Fishkill Historical Society will be having their, you mentioned it too? Their 7th annual East Fishkill Roundabout Colonial Days weekend, which is always a lot of fun.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman Flores, how's it going?
Going good, going good. It's adoption day, the master plan. So I'll be brief though, because my father taught me, when you have agreements, stop talking.
That's right.
We have agreement on our master plan. Thank you, John and Don and the whole committee. Community Day, as everyone has said, huge, huge success. So nice to see the community. Thank you to town employees and sponsors. And then Highway, it's great to see the work being done on iWork. A lot of work that the department's doing right now on the implementation, but it'll bring a lot of benefits. And then with pavement management, we've already gotten our first feed on the dashboard with the data on our roads and rating the roads, and I think we're already starting to use that data. So good to see that. And I look forward to going through the budget, Mark. Thank you.
What did he do? Thank you, Councilwoman. Clerk, anything to say?
Community Day, the fireworks went off at a little after 7, for those that missed them. The grant people are coming at the end of the month, so tell the police department they'll be happy. We're going to empty out a couple of trailers and clear your records up. Gosh. They're coming the first week. At the end, the government finally did decide to give us the grant for the records. So we got another $57,000. I already told Mark I already spent half of it on new shelving. And the rest will go to the people that are coming down to do the records. And they plan to be done before Christmas.
I think we took that out of the budget, the shelving.
That's grant money, that gets it. And Val, is that why you haven't said anything, because you came to an agreement?
Okay, well, thank you, Clerk. So, like Councilman Franco said, please, if you can, this weekend, Saturday, 10 to 4, and Sunday, 11 to 4, is the 7th annual East Fishkill Roundabout Colonial Day weekend at our historical site. The Historical Society has their site off of Kensington Drive. If you haven't ever been, it is really spectacular. They have a magnificent site there. They work very hard, and this is a great weekend to see the reenactors come. It's just so wonderfully done. Thank you to our historian, Rick Soler. Thank you to our Historical Society for all the hard work they do. We really, and I'm not even kidding, we have probably the best historical site, definitely in Dutchess County, if not the Hudson Valley. There's so many buildings there, so much history that they've been able to do, and it's just phenomenal. If you have kids, it's wonderful to go see. It's a great weekend. Please come out there. Please do so. The weather's going to be nice, so get out there. And one last mention. Again, in the beginning of the meeting, we had our awards, Business Milestone Awards. And still here is Tony Canizero, owner of Hopewell Auto Parts. And I'd just like to thank you again, Mr. Canizero, for all you've done in our community. And just to remind people, what a wonderful person your father was. He was our town supervisor for several terms, and he was so loved in this community because he cared about so many people and did so much for so many people. I just want to thank you. He has passed several years ago, but just to let you know how much their people still talk about him. Thank you, sir. And with that, our next town board meeting is October 9th. It's our workshop for the budget discussion, and then regular meeting is October 23rd. And with that, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Have a good night.